I want to talk today about the importance of learning the local language of where you're staying and why you should learn it and how do you go about doing that. Okay, so let's get the obvious one out. You want to learn the local language of where you're staying because it's easier for you to communicate in the local language. You're not always going to find somebody to communicate with like a neutral language like English, so it's always better to talk in like a local language. So reason number two that you should actually learn the local language where you are because you actually understand the culture better.
Back in the day.
Reason three why you should learn the local language is because it helps you build a community. It's sort of like reason two where you actually understand the culture, but now you're able to actually build a community because now you're able to connect with people and how they actually work. Okay, now that I've told you what are the different reasons why you should learn a local language, there are multiple ways that you can learn a local language. There are generally classes in the city that you're actually staying that teaches you how to speak the local languages. There are online courses. For me personally, I learned how to speak Kannada not through classes or through online tutorials, but I mainly learned how to speak it by conversing with people. Now this goes back to what I spoke about learning a new language. Is start talking day one. I spoke to a lot of local vendors and bus drivers and auto rickshaw drivers, and I learned how to pick up different ways in which they put sentences and different lingos that they use. I'm not perfect, but I definitely can converse. There's a lot of times I don't really get what they're saying, and so I ask them to repeat it and simplify it, and then I pick up words. In my view, that's like the trifecta of all the reasons why you should pick up the language. You learn to communicate. You're trying to understand their culture because they're speaking about themselves, they're speaking about their livelihood, and the third is you're actually kind of being part of the community. Learn the local language. It will help you immensely, and it's going to get you a lot more community than what you can if you're like an outsider. Be one of the people that's part of the city that you live in.